Hi there, and welcome to another edition here on Busternet. We continue with our series, and I'm still tossing about some ideas on what we can do with this Gloucester City save if this happens to be the last season. Yes, we've done pretty well. I'd like to thank everyone for all their comments lately on what we can be doing with the Gloucester City save. We're trying a few things out. At the moment, if you look at the board, the club itself, there is something that is attracting my attention, and that is our history. One of the records that we have is the most appearances for a player in a club, and that's held by Tom Webb, and the stadium is actually named after him. So that's 596. Whether or not we can get Joe Hanks to that landmark, well, that's going to be a different matter altogether. Furthermore, this season, I am doing something quite strange. I am trying to fit Joe Hanks, who's actually a very average player, into a team that is now quite good. Yeah. We Most of my players are still the same. Last season, I had Borthwick Jackson, who's got very, very good mentals. So I loaded my team up with, they may be slower, but they had very good mentals and they can defend. But they're a bit slow, but they have what it takes to read the game. They have very good positioning, and we did quite well. But one of the strengths we had last season was Coney. Coney was very, very good. Now he's gone, and this means that I have a hole to plug. And we have been playing with two defensive midfielders in a system that is designed to soak pressure and hit on the counter. We're going to expect the AI to crack a lot of shots at our goal, especially if they're good. Now, the AI has to have quality chances because we have these players who've got good positioning. They're not going to come easy. And but we were able to do that last season because of Kone. Now we have a problem. We don't have Kone. I have Hajek. Second problem I have is Hanks. Hanks isn't that good. Some of the tighter matches I had last season, Hanks wasn't even playing because I can't afford to play Hanks. This season I want to play Hanks, so that gives me another headache. The PIs that Hanks has are very detailed. He has a lot of PIs that are they are catered to the way he plays. And some people, well, they claim that the tactical creator can't replicate what we do in the game. Well, I have told him not to shoot very often. I've told him not to dribble because he can't really dribble the ball. He is been told to get further forward when we have possession of the ball. Because I'm playing very fluid, I'm expecting him to come back and defend when he gets the chance to. And he's supposed to provide a lot of close support for everybody around him, and I'm also telling him to move between the defenders, the central defender and the fullback by telling him to move into channels. And I'm also telling him to press the opposing line a lot, which is kind of common sense if you are playing football. And that would be what my coach would tell me to do. So yeah. So we're going into that. That's what I've told Hanks to do. Well, for some of the other positions, I'm very concerned about Lacazette. I'm not sure. Yes, 50-50. Well, we have Lopez. Last season was very good. He played really well. Now, Lopez was also one of the players that did quite well last season, even though I thought maybe he wasn't. He wasn't carrying his weight. But in when I went back to some of the matches, he did quite okay. I mean, look at his attributes. His attributes are pretty good. Now, his attributes haven't really improved from last season very much, and he's an above average playmaker for the club, and he's pretty good. And so, if I'm to look at my team in general, we replaced Ndiaye. Ndiaye was fantastic last season. Why do I have Ndiaye playing in the final third? Ndiaye may not be able to score a lot of goals. He has good finishing and good composure. 14 and 13, that's average for the league. Okay, if you have 15 and 16, that's very good. So then it depends on the quality of chances you create, and we created a lot of good chances because I drag players around the box. I drag them a lot, and Mafia will bomb down the right flank and he'll drop in crosses. So we do a lot of dragging around the area. And there have been some people who use my 4-2-3-1 with some success, and one of them has got a lot of success. I'd like to thank you for trying the tactic out. And up front, well, this season we have some good players. The question mark now is, with Joe Hanks in the side, can we actually go any further? Um, I think this season a lot of things are going to change. I don't expect most some of my patrons and some of the other guys who've been dropping me comments say go ahead with this save. I don't think Gloucester will win the title. at all. I don't think so. In fact, this season, I'm going to have a bigger headache because it's easier to play as an underdog. I can tell you this much. If everyone thinks they're going to beat you, I guarantee you it's easier to play. The only reason why people make the mistake is they play on systems which don't utilize their strength, which is you sometimes need to attack on Moss. Okay, you got to get more players into the final third, and you got to find a way of using that limited strength that you have up front. And one of our greatest strengths as a team, and I've done this every single season from the moment we were in the conference: determination, work rate, and bravery. That's the three criteria I looked for. In the early days, my training was like 6 months of fitness. Can you believe it? Fitness was 6 months, and then I went balanced after that. So we focus on um, the desire to want to do something in the game, and we couple that with the physical ability of doing it. I never cared about technicals. So for me, it was very important that a player have the desire to get into the position and then have the acceleration to get there. All right, have the stamina and the work rate to play the game, and finally have some decent tackling, have some decent technicals to pull off whatever he wants to do. Because if you're a player in real life and you're playing the game of football, I mean, do you want to tackle, or do you want to be in a position, the right position, so you don't have to tackle? I mean, if any player out there says I would rather tackle, then I question the kind of football that you're playing, because you rather want to intercept balls and break up play, be in the right position to head away the danger, be in the right position. You always hear commentators and football coaches talking about it's more important that you be in the right position. Okay, your positioning is more important, so that's what I worry about with my team. Anyway, so here we go. The tactic has been set up. This is the system we're playing. We're playing attacking very fluid. Why very fluid? People live under the illusion that very fluid should only be used with very good teams. That's completely nonsensical. Because very fluid just makes your mentalities much closer together, which allows you to move up the pitch. All right. So if you're playing on structured, you're gonna have such divergence in your mentality. This affects your decision making, affects everything in the game. Now, I don't want to play on very fluid. I don't want to play on structured, because if I played this system on structured, I guarantee you we'd lose. If I were to play a 4-2-3-1, I stick these guys out wide, I guarantee you we'd lose. If I play a bulk basic 4-2-3-1, we'll lose. The only reason why we've been winning so far is because we've been playing with a normal defensive line. So whenever we need to defend, I get as many players back behind the ball. In the earlier matches, I even went defensive very fluid. In one match, I even went contain very fluid. So, yes, I believe in the use of very fluid very much with some teams, even fluid. So here we go. We're going to get all set for the match against Manchester United. We still have 1 or 2 days left to go before the big match. And something tells me United are all set to give me um, a hiding. Oh, yes. And if in case people are wondering, why do I Twitch my games? Uh, I am operating out of a country, a small little state in a country at the moment. I'm not in Singapore right now. I'm with my wife and her in-laws. We've been here for a few years, and the internet connection here is dodgy at best. All right, so we don't have the bandwidth to do Twitch, and I would love to do Twitch. Unfortunately, it's not going to happen because there's no bandwidth in this country. So here we go, submitting the team right now. And actually, whoa, before I submit the team, there's somebody I have to bring up now. Taylor Moore. Taylor Moore for Papa Aluon and Dai. All right, we just made one small change. The absence of Kone in my side is going to be telling. Last season, we would have probably been a mid-table side, never make it past the group stages or the Champions League if we didn't have Kone and Colado in the team. And that is how important attributes are in this game. If you don't get them right, you're always going to pay the price. And now I am a bit worried because the system was built on the knowledge that I had that, okay, I could lock down one side of the pitch. But now I'm not even sure we can do that. There's a part of me that actually wants to go and play, push these two guys up now and go for the midfield battle, but I'm not really sure. So we'll have to watch how this game transpires before I make a decision like that. But probably by then it's going to be a bit late. So we'll play control very fluid, and we'll keep the D line as it is, maybe slightly deeper. Yeah, see what happens. Lazarus to Lo Celso, Lo Celso out to Dembele. Dembele comes charging at us. And this is okay. Hajek won the first ball. That's good. Borthwick Jackson back to Olmedo. Look at what they're doing at the back. I can sense the nervousness without Kone in the side. Lacazette with the ball holds it up very nicely, finds Hanks. Hanks looks around for options, gets it to Olmedo. Olmedo pushes forward. Hanks right now, give it to Mafio, please. Oh, he Martial commits a foul. Hanks with a free kick into the box. Lazarus now finds Lo Celso. The boys come back quickly, but they're still not in a good shape. Dimitrov, again, another test for Hajek. Out to Martial. Anthony Martial gets into the box, shoots, and ooh, Johnston picks it up. Oh, he couldn't. That was so close. Johnston boots it up. A throw, hijack to Lopez. Lopez does well, gets it to Borthwick Jackson. Ooh, that was an early test, but it's off a throw in, so I don't really care. I mean, I would be nice if we score from counter throw-ins and set pieces, but I am, yeah, we have set up our system to do all of that, right? Oops, but I want to see some open play goals too. Set piece takers, something I decided to do. Free kicks, yes, Germano, you are now taking free kicks for us. Thank you, Joe. Mm, okay lah. We actually have Joe Hanks there because it'll be a bit sad because this is gonna cut down the number of goals he can potentially score. Not like he scores a lot from free kicks. He's scored only like 4 or 5. But here we go. This is Joe Hanks still in the system. He's gonna be taking this. He refuses to give it to Germano. Shoots sky high. Well, we'll have to do our best in this game. Dimitrov to Dembele. Dembele comes into the box, shoots, and the boys' defensive line still works well. They're all behind and they're trying to protect the goal at all costs. Bazoa out to Dembele. Dembele has options in the box. He looks for Lazarus. He's well marked. Lo Celso now from the edge of the box shoots. I'm pretty certain this will be the tone of the whole match. That we're going to be allowing them close to our goal and they're going to be taking lots of pot shots. Hajek out of position. Dembele is going to find Dimitrov. Borthwick reads that. Lo Celso again. Dembele out wide to Dimitrov and we defend that as well. It's another corner. The difference between Hajek and Kone is stark. It's so apparent. We are, I now am more nervous about my left flank than I've ever been before. Dembele, Martial, Lazarus, and they score from a corner. Well, it had to happen. I was playing pretty deep, and that's one of the risks. We're going to give them a lot of options in and around the box, and they have scored from a corner. And let's take a look at this corner. Dembele flights into the box. Yeah, wrong side. Yeah, boys marking in the box was very poor. Another throw in Dimitrov to Dembele, out to Pogba to Lo Celso. Borthwick wins the ball and Hanks is not going to get there. Shaw gets around the defenders, looks for the cross, gives it to Anthony Martial, plays it into the box. Pogba shoots. The boys are just there trying to defend inside their box. Lopez again to Lacazette. Lacazette holds the ball up. He plays the silliest of passes to Dembele now. Borthwick Jackson, Lazarus inside the box, comes close, shoots, but it's a tight angle. That was good defending from the boys. Borthwick Jackson clears the danger. Hmm. Well, this is going to not be good for us today. It's all united at the moment. Borthwick Jackson out to Sergey Gomez. And they pump the ball up, doesn't get very far. Olmedo, Germano can't get to it. Martial. This is United intent on extracting revenge. Lopez. Oh, what a ball from Lopez to Lacazette. Finally, Lacazette shoots. Lacazette shoots again. It's an equalizer. That's all I wanted. Okay. Oh my God, we finally broke through. I mean, I'm just hoping for one of these chances to drop our way and then we get a one-on-one situation. That's all I was hoping for. Lacazette, first attempt, De Gea saves it, but it lands back at Lacazette. Lacazette makes no mistake the second time around. But United will be coming back again. Normal service will resume. We're back to defending Dembele. Gets close, no cigar. We keep this up because they scored their goal from a corner, right? So well, let's keep defending and just hope for counter attacks. That's all. So far, they've had one clear-cut chance. We've had one clear-cut chance. And but see, clear-cut chances in this game, they're not calculated correctly. So I wouldn't bother about this. You have to visually see all the clear-cut chances because they're not accurate in this game. The statistics are not accurate. That's a well-known fact, and it's been reported by a lot of beta testers. Keep going out there, you can still win. So stats in this game, the one stat that you should be more concerned about is things like your okay, like for example the heat map. I like the heat map because it tells me where I spend most of my time, right? It's opposed to just possession stats. Possession stats, they useless. Okay, I don't bother with possession. I'm more interested in heat maps, like where are we spending most of our time, or where is the AI, spending most of his time trying to penetrate. Look at our Joe Hanks and company. Colado is having a bad game, 6.5. Finally picked it up. Joe Hanks still 6.5. I'm not taking him off. Joe Hanks has to keep playing. Shaw with the throw to Pogba. Pogba out to Villa. Villa plays it out to short. Oh no, here we go again. It's cleared. Again, Dembele. The boys are defending in numbers. You can see them all inside the box. No! Get back there. What a defensive performance from my back line. Oh, that's why I love playing very fluid. Okay. Not that you always get them defending like that, but if I wanted to really play like the only reason why I'm playing on control very fluid is because I want the transitions in case they come our way to be good and fast. But that not a defensive. Oh my lord, this is this is nerve wracking. Manchester United want revenge. We just want to survive. Okay. Johnston plays it out to Mafio. Mafia to Gomez. Gomez to Borthwick Jackson. We got about 8, 9 minutes to hold on to this 1-all scoreline. Lopez again. In Irianata plays it out, and Mafia reads the danger. And it's a right royal battle in midfield now. Martial goes backwards to Fosso Mensah, back to Luke Shaw, now to Martial. There's about 8 minutes left on the clock. Can we hold on? I don't know. Martial shoots from range. Thank you. Keep this going, boys. We're not making it easy for you by playing slightly deep. Okay. Hajek with the throw to Germano, to Hajek, to Colado, to Olmedo, to Lopez. Back. Germano. Good football from the boys. And Germano takes a shot now. If he has scored from that, people will say this match engine is bugged. Oh, free kick. Pogba to take it. Into the wall it goes. And the boys clear the danger yet again via Pogba. Okay, we're going to make a substitution. Hopefully we have time. We're going to bring on Adam Webster for... No, hang on a minute. We can't bring Adam Webster on. Where's Taylor Moore? All right, Taylor Moore is here. He's going to come for Abel Colado. That's the first change I'm going to make. So we're actually bringing on we're gonna basically bring on a defender to put in Colado's position. Dimitrov shoots. Oh, thank you very much. Free kick in a dangerous area. We are about to escape Old Trafford with a point. And we've done it again. We defied the gods of football. Yes. 1-1 scoreline. I'm very happy with that. The boys have upset the odds again. We just proved people wrong by avoiding defeat. Now, why do I care? Okay, three clear-cut chances United had. Please tell me where they happened because honestly, their clear-cut chances weren't that clear-cut. Because if we look at a match analysis, let's look at teams, let's look at shots, let's look at United, right? So apparently there are three clear-cut chances, scoring chances. Here we go, three clear-cut chances. United had one, two, three. All right, so let's look at the first highlight. Watch highlight. This is the first clear-cut chance that they have from a corner. Dembele, this is a goal. Very nice. So they got one from a goal. Let's look at the second clear cut chance. Watch highlight. From another corner. Dembele into the box. Okay, right. So maybe we want to watch this on another kind of highlight, right? So 2D Classic wasn't that good. So let's go behind the goal. Maybe this will tell us a better story. So let's watch the highlight again. Why do I not bother with CCCs? Okay, here we go. Dembele Oops, sorry about that. Uh, I wanted to pause, but unfortunately, it doesn't really work that way. Teams, Manchester United. Here we go. So we'll have to watch the whole highlight, and we have to slow things down. Dembele into the box he goes. That hit the crossbar. So the game calculates hitting the crossbar as a clear-cut chance. But he was jumping up with a few other defenders. So that is obviously not a clear-cut chance. And now we have Christopher Lazarus. Okay. Dembele plays it to Dimitrov. Dimitrov hits it to this player. Lazarus is standing here. Okay. Takes a shot. And this is supposed to be a clear-cut chance. That is not a clear-cut chance. So this is what I mean. When people look at statistics in the game and they go, they had three clear-cut chances. You had one. They should have beaten you. And I'm like, the clear-cut chances aren't clear-cut chances. The stats are wrong. And people have mentioned this to SI many times. They need to fix this because this gives misleading information in the game. And this is the only clear-cut chances are chances you see. And chances you actually, they are really clear-cut. And that's how we've designed this system. This system has been created to create more clear-cut chances, better quality chances. Why? I'm playing with a deep defensive line. I hit the balls over the top. You saw like Lacazette go off. He was one-on-one with the goalkeeper. Put in a better player, put in a faster player who can round the keeper. Chances are you'd have scored a goal. Secondly, we have a wing back on attack, bombing down the flanks. Now, if he bombs down the flanks, he's going to get crosses from the byline. The hardest crosses for any central defender to defend. Just ask any central defender who has played football at the highest level and ask him whether it's easy to defend from a whip cross from the bylines. And they will always tell you this is one of the most annoying ones to defend because they come in, you come in at speed and you try and whip one across the face of goal. It's very hard to defend because the players are not they're not facing the ball directly. They're running back and trying to get to the ball. It's a very hard thing to defend. So we've created this in our system, and one of the reasons why I like it because it's built to be a counter-attacking system. And well, we're lucky. We managed to escape United with a point, which is a fair result because I do expect this season to be a tougher season for us. So far, uh, we've gone away to United, we've gotten a point. We've gone away to Spurs, and we've gotten a point. Last season, when we played United, okay, let's look at our matches against United. Oops, this will be where is United? Spurs away from home. We drew against them as well. Arsenal away from home. We drew against them as well. Then we played Manchester United. We drew against them as well away from home. And then when we played them again at home, which was here, we drew against them as well. So we've never really beaten United, and actually we've never beaten United except for the FA Cup final. And the FA Cup final was played at a frantic pace, and we managed to hold on to the win. And again, here I wouldn't look at clear-cut chances. We had none. So you can see that we had no clear-cut chances versus their one. But I still remember this game. It was a tight match all the way, and we were lucky to have gotten our way. But if you look at the action zones, then if you look at the overview, and then if you look at the heat maps, it tells you a different story. United hardly ever controlled the golden zone. They hardly were able to move us around here. Instead, we did a fairly good job of neutralizing them here. We spent a lot of our time defending this zone of the pitch, which is what I did last season. Last season, my heat map will show this very clearly. Nearly all my games, we locked this side down. And then because most of the time United were coming, a lot of the matches I play against United, they always come down this way. And there's a right royal battle going on over here. In our latest match against United, this time around, you can see we've had a much harder time. We spend most of the time defending. We spend most of the time in this area of the pitch. Again, I'm defending this area. Look at United again bombing down the right flank. They spent a lot of time here and a lot of time here. This was when Martial was operating earlier, and we spent most of the time in our own half. Hardly any time creating any chances, and we managed to walk away. This was a defensive performance, but played on a control mentality and very fluid. Go figure. It's not an exploit of the match engine. It's because I'm telling my players to play with a bit more risk when they want to move the ball up. Now, if anybody out there thinks that you need to play defensive on a defensive mentality, then you don't understand the game. You don't understand it because SI never explained it properly in the first place. So, um, it's just risk. So, if you want to play counter-attacking football, isn't that a form of risk? So I guess it's a form of risk anyway. So it's really up to you what your tolerable risk level is. If you are the kind of player that doesn't like to take risks but expects to win playing all the time on defensive and don't win the game, then, well, it's really up to you. We've done okay. Last season, our team comparison wasn't that bad. Okay, we have a pretty decent side now. Average in a lot of the areas on the pitch, we're pretty average in most of the areas. We are outstanding in some areas. That much I can tell you. Some areas we're really good. Finishing, we're above average. So give me a chance, and we'll put it into the back of the net. The same thing happened last season. We were still above average last season. Give me a chance, we'll put it in the back of the net. But I need good chances. So we have to create good chances, and that's what we did last season. In fact, nearly all my goals last season were kind of funny because let's look at now. Last 50 matches will include from goals from last season, right? These are my assist locations. 22 of them coming from inside the box. Okay, and most of my goals come from through balls. Goal assists, they'll come from crosses and through balls. Because I dropped these whip crosses with my fullback attacking the flanks, and I got all my through balls coming from here. So happy Campisi. We've done okay. So we've not done too badly actually. We've managed to avoid defeat to Manchester United, but now we've got EFL Cup against Chelsea. Something tells me we're going to lose this by a huge amount because I don't intend to play my top players because we want to beat Watford and try and win our second game against Feyenoord. So once again, I'd like to thank all of you for taking the time out to watch this show. We didn't win. I don't expect to beat United. If I do, usually I'm lucky because we're not ready yet. But if you have any questions, please feel free to drop me a note on Twitter at BusterNet or at addicted2fm.com, my website. Or, yeah, leave me a note on the YouTube channel and I'll try and get back to you. So, you guys have a good time. Have a good one. And once again, thank you to all my patrons for keeping this channel going. You guys take care. Have a good one. Bye bye.